Hello colleagues, and welcome to Week 1, Unit 9 of SAP Cloud Platform Version Control with Git. In this unit, we will discuss and demo reverting, Web IDE Git's powerful undo function that exists on the commit level. The concept of reverting is really simple. Once you have a commit in your repository, you can undo that commit. This automatically creates a new commit that performs undo on every single change you made in that commit. One really useful thing about reverting is that you have the power to revert any commit in your repository, not just the most recent one. That means that if your colleague made a bug fix 20 commits ago that has caused more problems than it solved, assuming that they have followed best practices and performed the bug fix in a single commit, you can just undo that commit, and it will remove their bug fix even though the bug fix was made a long time ago. You can also revert a reversion. Essentially, you can redo something. So if you undid a commit and several commits later realized that undoing the work was a mistake, you can revert the commit that was a revert and redo the work in the original commit. Let's take a look at how this works in Web IDE. Okay, so we are going to check out the experiment branch. It's important, if you're following along with me, that you do that on the experiment branch. And let's see. If we come here and the history, this is just showing the history of the experiment branch, not of the entire repository. Now, one commit ago on the experiment branch, we changed the title to a page of quotations. Let's open up index.html so we know what we're talking about here. We changed the title to a page of quotations. Oh, right here. And one commit before that on the experiment branch, we added blue to the first header. So let's do this. Let's revert, not changing the title to a page of quotations. Let's revert adding the blue color to the first header. So we'll undo something that happened 2 commits ago. So I'm clicking revert. I selected that commit, and I'm clicking revert. Now, look what happened. It automatically created a commit. It did not put it in the staging area for me to approve. It automatically undid everything that happened in this commit and created a new commit, and it added the commit message itself, revert, added blue color to the first header. So now this isn't blue anymore because that was what happened in that commit. So if we run this, it's going to show both are going to be in black, I think. Yep. And let's draw out what happened. So just focusing on the experiment branch. Here was experiment. And if I remember correctly, we have something like master here, and we have something like feature here. This is roughly correct, but what we really care about right now is the experiment branch. We did a revert on this commit, which automatically created a new, I don't have an eraser here, so I'll just cross that out, a new commit, and put it here, and this commit here is the opposite of this commit here. So that's reverting. It's very simple and straightforward, but very powerful, especially if you follow best practices and you do one thing in each commit. You have the power using Git to get back anything you've done before or that you didn't want to do. So at this point, you know how to revert, and you're actually done with all the lectures and the demos of week 1 for this course. At this point, to finish week 1, all you need to do is to perform the weekly assignment. Now, you've got a handle on all the Git basics, and you are ready to launch into week 2, which is where things are really going to get fun. We're going to talk about all the important strategies for incorporating development from multiple branches in your repository, merging, rebasing, resetting, and cherry picking, and all the variations of each of those techniques. We're also going to look at ways to combine those tools to solve more complex problems. So good luck on the week 1 assignment, and I look forward to seeing you in week 2.